Hi, today we're going to look into how to give AI awareness, which is a sort of consciousness. As you know, AI doesn't have consciousness, and uh, and you feel it when you talk with AI. That is a kind of feel, even though it's super intelligent, it feels like empty and stupid. And this is because basically how it works is that to be aware of something, it needs to load up that thing into the memory, okay, into the working memory. So basically, it needs to go inside the chat, and as you as an input or the AI as an output. To simplify, okay. In that moment, he become conscious because he's aware of what is happening there. As you can see, because of the chat it just started, it basically started as an empty chat. And if you experience this, it become even more clear where while you start talking with this AI, so more you exchange ideas, more you brainstorm things, this exchange, you got the draft, the first draft, and then you suggest improvement and so on. This exchange create a higher level of awareness and slowly a more intelligent, better output. So that is the problem you're facing at the moment. Okay, is this empty room where AI needs to work. So to give awareness, the problem is, okay, let's load up a lot of data and that has some level of awareness. But the problem is the cost of it. Okay, so we can somehow, the solution at the moment is having nothing, which is the AI that we get, and probably the AI that those big corporations have. They can give a lot of data and then therefore do amazing work because they can afford it. Okay, think about now, I don't know the prices, but think about if every time that you interact with it, it costs, I don't know, $100 to $500 just to interact with AI because of the massive amount of token that need to be exchanged every time that you talk with AI. So that is clearly not sustainable. So how do we do it? Before, just for clarity, I want to make it clear that how this AI memory works. Okay, so I say one thing to the AI replies to me. Then when I reply again, what is being sent to AI is not just my reply, but all the history. Okay, so every time we talk with AI, it exponentially goes bigger and bigger, the chat. Okay, more and more tokens are needed because AI basically erase everything on every single interaction. To know what we're talking about inside the chat, basically it needs to receive everything again. That creates a kind of a massive amount of token that are needed to run. So that's why we have these amazing 1 million, 2 million token windows, okay, that we have with Gemini Pro. This allows us to have really long, big conversation with AI and give a lot of data, therefore a better output. The, the so the point, this is how it works. Okay, so how do we give an efficient awareness level? So I got inspired. My solution, the solution that I'm implementing, is the solution that we see with video game graphic. Okay, which is rendering the right amount of awareness connected to a specific subject. So what I've done, I create a kind of a document that loads up at the beginning of the session. Okay, let's say it's like a 1 page, 2 pages document. So it's small compared to the wider awareness, but it's still big. So there is still a lot of token. But the point here is that you have one single document have to give the bigger picture. Okay, the bigger picture can be like the world view picture, or can be the picture of, for example, your project or your company, whatever it is. Okay, so in my case, how I need to work is to have a wider picture, so understanding a little bit the uh, human psychology and the economy where we are working and a little bit of politics and so on. Okay, human needs and this kind of stuff. So it has this wider view. but then it knows through a protocol to go and zoom in. So zooming in means different things. Okay, one can load up documents that are already in the knowledge base. So it can load up documents, so therefore information that are being selected by us, and therefore has building this bigger awareness on that specific topic. Another thing that can happen if there is no data, the AI can do two things. One, start a research and find the missing information. Two, it can, because AI has a lot of knowledge inside the system itself, can prompt itself to search for that knowledge within itself. Okay, which is, from my point of view, an amazing solution. So what's happening is prompt itself create the knowledge, and of course there's the problem of hallucination. If it does hallucination, then you have created knowledge that are not real. But at the moment, at least with the Gemini 2.5 Pro, I really rarely see a hallucination. So you can trust in a lot of things on doing the work, and therefore you create awareness on demand. But there is another step that is really important. So you load up this data, you get, so the AI gets all those knowledge and information, but then the next step would be, okay, provide the output and unload the data. Okay, this unloading means you become back to be fast because it has less things to worry about, and cheaper because it's saved on token. So at the moment, this is not possible to do with any AI that we have available. Okay, they all load up every single window, every single interaction. They load up everything from the top. So the amount of token is insane. I mean, it's really functional, that system, where you use it as a AI as a tool. Okay, so you make AI do something simple, and then it doesn't matter, you know, a few interaction is over. But if you do a proper work, then it's not about few interaction, it's like a half day of interaction. Okay, it's before you are forced basically to restart the session, because the amount of token you use is too many, it becomes really slow, and then you start to risk to hallucinate, but also you burn a lot of token. That is not good for the business itself. So that is the solution that I'm trying to implement on this topic, which is awareness and memory. There are two blog posts that I'm gonna link in the description, where you can read properly how those system works. So the memory and the awareness. Hope you find this useful, because to me there is not much work done around these topics. Okay, and I think we need it. This idea, okay, AI has awareness, doesn't have awareness. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, it's that simple. I don't know why there is this discussion. If it doesn't, open the windows. Okay, open your AI and see. If you don't do anything, the AI doesn't do anything. Okay, stay there. Okay, and it's simple. There is like a white piece of paper, empty. There's nothing to be aware about. Therefore, you can say, okay, yeah, it does. Is aware of nothing. Is aware that there is nothing in his window. Or you can say, okay, let's build the awareness. Okay, let's architect the awareness within the AI. That's what I'm trying to do. So instead of asking there is or there isn't, let's build it. Okay, because it's clearly, it's, if there is, I can't see it. Okay, because it doesn't act like it has it. So let's build it. So if you're trying to do something similar, please let me know, share your comments, share your experience, and let me know also if if there is something specific you have been working on that is we can exchange. My idea here is to build a community, so a community of like-minded people, explorer, that are trying to build a different AI. It's kind of we are not happy about the AI that we receive. Let's make it better. Let's make it more personalized to us. So if you're in the same journey, please let me know, and like and subscribe, and see you next time. Ciao.